So in improvisation, one other thing that seems to be really useful as a tool and place of research and play, as a skill maybe even that you can build up, is the use of layers, layered scores, mashing up different things, different experiences and movement patterns. They are two maybe slightly different things that you could articulate. So the layering of scores is often used as a way to make the execution of the dance so difficult to remember, or like difficult to do, to keep the different scores, different instructions happening at one time, like we did with the one instruction, one rule for the body, one rule for the room type instruction. But sometimes there'll be 5-6 different things that you're having to try and continue to do all the time while you're dancing, and that in itself allows us to get out of the way of the body a little bit and allow it to move without us thinking too much or overthinking. That's something maybe we should discuss, that I should think about, is a lot of my work is very cognitive. It's very much in the brain. And yet a lot of dancing is about not thinking, about allowing the body to move and to get out the way of that movement and get out of the way of the processes of the body, and sort of enjoy that freedom from having to think about everything. I hope that you experience it, and that I can also articulate that for me, just because we're using a lot of philosophical or questioning, critical work to sort of like get into dancing, we are also using dancing as a way to understand that. So at all times, it should be high and low, sort of, so to speak. We should be able to think loads and at the same time just dance and not think at all, and let go of that cognitive thing. But it takes all sorts. This is just where I am and how I'm working at the moment. So whatever that is. Okay, that was a bit of a detour. But so what I'd like you to do is improvise using using fragments of previous exercises. So this is a little bit of a mashup of memories of different tasks that you might have worked with. So like the turn left and don't repeat a movement that's already happened. Maybe you could mash those two simultaneously. But allow this to be an improvisation. Don't plan the order, just have a go and see what arises. Awesome. Now take a moment to do a sort of written reflection and name 3 movements that keep coming back, 3 things that sort of return when you're sort of playing this mashup game and combining of past scores. And then go back into an improvisation after you've named those 3 movements or written them down or however you wish. Drawn them perhaps, and then repeat them intentionally just once. Yeah, and that's it. So go away, do that, write three movements and dance them. So you could use those movements for creating a choreography, or for research, or continuing dancing, continue improvising, any number of things. Now let's reflect and ask, so what returns without being invited? When we mash up, when we try to hold past scores, at the same time, fragments of previous exercises when we dance, what returns without being invited? How does memory choreograph you? In what way does that work, of trying to remember past scores, and the memories that sort of that remain and are more present and less present? The ones that are installed in the body, and the ones which were more cognizant, that you have to actively think about. How does the memory choreograph you? And when does improvisation become archive? So this is a beautiful question that is often sort of explored, is we can consider perhaps the body as an archive that we dance with continuously. And all the dances, all the people sort of reside in some part within it. So when your improvisation becomes an archive when you're dancing, how does that feel? How does that embody itself? And to answer these questions, I'd encourage you to continue dancing. Put on some music. Don't put on some music. Find some space and have another dance.